Hi everyone, how you doing? So I've been hearing a lot about the black people are Jews, and the Hebrew Israelites and all of that. And my take on it is black people, you melanated beings, whatever it is that you would like to call them, African Americans, more specifically. Can't say about the other ones, but more specifically, African Americans are the ones who are trying to find like their place, if you will. And it seems that they're just using the religious aspect of finding their place. So, be it them being Hebrew Israelites or Jews or Christians or whatever the case may be, they're basically basing all of this off of the Bible, right? Because in the Bible, it's like you got the 12 tribes of whatever the case may be. And I think that for the most part, people who are trying to figure out if they're Jews, if they're Israelites, if they're Muslim, if they're Christian, whatever the case may be, they're more so the people who were born in the city. Like, don't get me wrong, country people are all about like religion and all of that, but hear me out. When you're born in the city, most of the time you get educated by the public school system. And in the public school system, you learn everything from books, right? Not only potentially you learn that the Bible is important. Now you're going to school and continuously learning that the only way you can learn your history is through a book. The only way you can learn about you is through a book. So I think a lot of people who were born in a city, who were born in a place that is not very rural country, full of life, literal life, like trees and plants of all types, animals, all of that. Like, you don't really see how to be one with yourself and spirit and the Most High. So you have to learn through a book. You have to figure it out. Like, the book is what's going to help you, the book is the foundation, the rules for you. But when you come out of the city mind, when you come out of the unnatural mind, because let's face it, when you're in a city, the buildings are just the buildings. Like, they don't change throughout. Not usually. I mean, you might put some lights up or whatever, but the buildings don't change in the city. Not really. Maybe they get torn down. Maybe they get something added onto them. But as far as like naturally, like trees change, different flowers come during different seasons. Like, it's a whole different journey in the natural world versus the unnatural. So, for people who are more so in the book type of mindset, they're really searching. African Americans are really searching because they've been taught to search in books. But if they were to go out in nature, in my opinion, if they were to go out in nature and actually like just be one, they would understand that God is all around and all you have to do is just be with nature and you'll just kind of get attuned to it and you just kind of survive that way, you know what I mean? Like, survival of the fittest is different in the city versus in the country. So I don't know really how to explain it more so than what I already have, but I hope it makes sense. I'm sure it does to at least someone besides me, but just know that African Americans and this whole Jewish, Hebrew, Muslim, Christian looking outlook aspect, they're searching. They're searching for different morals and principles on just how to be and who they are. And I understand that. But sometimes you got to get away from the book. You got to get away from the buildings. You got to get away from the people who are in the same mindset as you and just go into nature and learn. basically. Learn who the Most High, learn who God, learn who divine source, whatever it is that you call, learn.